This is an important question because I'm going in on that button, Zappa for President, when I ask you this. You don't like the way things are. If you were President Frank Zappa, how would you run things?
Well, obviously I'd run them better than the way they are now, but the button that you're talking about is something that somebody else made up. I had nothing to do with that button. And every election year when we're touring, somebody comes up with a button that has my name on it for president. Now, personally, I think I would make a great president, but who wants that kind of a job? If you go in there and you have to say, hey, I'm the President of the United States, you know, do you know how many people you have to get along with? In the business that I'm in now, I don't have to get along with anybody. It's such a personal strain to have to get along with people who really don't mean you any good. When you're the president, you have to pretend to get along with Congress, and they all hate your guts. Get along with the House of Representatives, they hate your guts. The governors are all there with their hands out. They want a little piece of candy every 2 minutes. That's a horrible life. And everybody else from overseas thinks you're a nerd because you're an American. Okay. We're going to leave that other thing uncompleted. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I'll tell you why, because I can't cut it. It's going to go on forever.
Yeah, just trying to act in an acceptable way, acceptable in terms of different segments of the voting population. One guy has a certain appeal to this kind of a segment and an appeal to that kind of a segment. And it's unfortunate that that's the way things have to be set up in order to run an election. You just have to appeal to these segments, but that's not going to get the job done of actually running the country, because the decisions that have to be made in order to make the country work are not things that will make somebody popular when those decisions are made. You've got to be mean about it, and things have to be put into perspective. You know, I kind of like Connolly, the way he was talking, you know, when he was in the race, because he had some, as we say in the trade, balls. And I know you were not going to put that on television, but I thought that, he showed indications of having balls. I do not see indications of balls among the other candidates. They have a lot of nerve, but they don't have any ball.
You say you're a conservative guy. That might be a little hard for some to swallow. Have you always been conservative?
Yes.